On a sunny day in the Pride Lands, Simba the lion was wandering in the forest with his friends Timon and Pumbaa. The atmosphere was cheerful, the birds were singing, and the trees were shaking gently under the gentle breeze. Suddenly, a strange storm appeared in the sky, and black clouds gathered with amazing speed. The wind began to blow strongly, and the sky was lit up with bright lightning. From within that storm, a group of superheroes descended, such as Superman, Spider-Man, and Wonder Woman. They were dressed in their colorful and distinctive costumes, and they looked like stars from fairy tales. Simba and his friends were amazed by these strong characters that they had never seen before. Superman walked up to Simba and said in a deep voice, "Brave lion, we need your help. There is a great danger threatening the Pride Lands, and we need your courage and strength to confront it." Simba looked at his friends Timon and Pumbaa, then said excitedly, "I'm ready to help. What should we do?" Spider-Man smiled and said, "We must all unite and use our abilities to confront this danger. It will be a big adventure, but I'm sure we will succeed if we work together." Simba and the superheroes begin their journey to face the coming danger. They discover that there is an evil wizard named Zoltan who is planning to take over the Pride Lands using his magical powers. Zoltan was a powerful and intelligent wizard, and he had an army of evil creatures that obeyed him without hesitation. On their way, Simba got to know the superheroes better. He learned from Superman about strength and courage, from Spider-Man about speed and flexibility, and from Wonder Woman about justice and wisdom. They all became close friends, working together as a team to achieve their common goal. The road was full of challenges, but Simba and the superheroes never gave up. They knew that the fate of the Pride Lands depended on their success in this dangerous mission. As time passed, their confidence in themselves and each other increased, and they became more prepared to confront Zoltan and his army. Simba and the superheroes stood on top of a hill, looking at the evil Zoltan's castle from afar. The castle looked majestic and terrifying, but they knew that true strength is not only in muscles, but in heart, courage, and friendship. After Simba and the superheroes reached the top of the hill, they decided to take a rest and devise a solid plan to confront the evil Zoltan. They sat together around a small fire and began exchanging ideas and plans. Superman said in a calm voice, "We have to be careful. Zoltan is not an ordinary wizard. He possesses great magical powers and an army of evil creatures that obey him without hesitation." Wonder Woman added, "So we must use all our abilities and work together as a team. Simba, you are brave and strong, but we also need your intelligence in this battle." Simba smiled and said, "I will do everything I can to help you, but how will we get into Zoltan's castle?" Spider-Man replied, "I can use my web to reach the top of the castle walls. From there, we can find a way in." The superheroes began to meticulously formulate the plan. They knew that time was not on their side, and that Zoltan might be aware of their presence. But they were also confident in their strength and abilities. The next morning, Simba and the superheroes set out for Zoltan's castle. The journey was full of dangers, as they encountered many evil creatures that tried to prevent them from reaching the castle. But thanks to their cooperation and courage, they were able to overcome all these obstacles. When they reached the castle walls, Spider-Man used his webbing to climb the high walls. The superheroes climbed one by one until they all reached the roof of the castle. The atmosphere was dark and terrifying, but they did not back down. They started looking for a secret entrance that would lead them inside the castle. After some time, they found a small door hidden behind a dense bush. Superman opened the door carefully, and they all entered a narrow, dark corridor. The corridor was full of magical traps, but thanks to Wonder Woman's experience and knowledge of magic, they were able to avoid those traps and reach a large hall in the middle of the castle. In that hall, Zoltan was sitting on a majestic throne, watching them with his sharp eyes. "Welcome, champions of bravery," said Zoltan in a sarcastic voice. "I was expecting you, but do you really think you can defeat me?" Simba responded bravely, "Yes, we will defeat you, Zoltan, because true strength is not in magic, but in the heart, courage, and friendship." Zoltan smiled sarcastically and fired a powerful magic spell at the superheroes, but they were ready to face him. Superman used his super strength to block the spell, while Spider-Man quickly jumped towards Zoltan to distract him. At that moment, Wonder Woman lunged at Zoltan with her magic sword, trying to destroy his magic wand. At the same time, Simba attacked Zoltan with all his might, trying to get the stick away from him. The final battle between the superheroes and Zoltan has begun. The battle was difficult and arduous, but thanks to their cooperation and courage, they were able to destroy Zoltan's magic wand, which greatly weakened his powers. In the end, the superheroes were able to defeat Zoltan and his army and restore peace to the Pride Lands. Simba thanked the superheroes for their help, and everyone became close friends. Simba and the superheroes learned that cooperation and courage are the path to victory in the face of any danger. After Simba and the superheroes were able to destroy Zoltan's magic wand and weaken his powers, the final battle began in the villain's castle. The large hall was filled with echoing sounds of battle, sparks flying everywhere. Zoltan, despite losing his magic wand, did not give up easily. He summoned all his remaining strength and began using his dark magic to create waves of evil energy. But the superheroes were ready to confront him with courage and determination. Spider-Man quickly jumped towards Zoltan, avoiding the energy waves and using his webbing to hold himself in the air. As Superman flies through the sky, he shoots heat beams from his eyes to repel magical attacks. Wonder Woman, with her sword and shield, was fighting bravely and repelling Zoltan's attacks. At that moment, Simba felt a new strength flowing through his veins. Remember everything he learned from superheroes about courage and friendship. He lunged at Zoltan with all his might, using his strong feet and sharp teeth to attack. While they were fighting, Simba noticed that there was a glowing crystal in the center of the hall. The crystal was the source of Zoltan's power. Simba shouted to his friends, "We must destroy the crystal! It is the source of his power!" The superheroes immediately understood what to do. They all cooperated to repel Zoltan's attacks, while Simba rushed towards the crystal. Pumbaa and Timon, who were watching the battle from afar, also decided to help. They used their innovative plan to distract evil creatures that were trying to prevent Simba from reaching the crystal. Simba reached the crystal and began hitting it with all his might. The crystal was slowly cracking, and Zoltan was trying with all his might to prevent Simba from destroying it. But thanks to Simba's courage and the cooperation of his friends, they eventually succeeded in destroying the crystal. With the crystal shattered, Zoltan's magical powers completely disappeared. The hall exploded with bright light, and Zoltan and his army of evil creatures disappeared. Peace and calm returned to Al-Izza Castle. The superheroes sat tired but happy with their victory. Superman walked up to Simba and patted him on the shoulder, saying, You were amazing, Simba. You proved that you are truly a brave lion. Simba smiled and said, I've learned a lot from all of you. Thank you for helping me. Wonder Woman added, True strength is in the heart, courage, and friendship. And now you can be a better leader of the Pride Lands. Simba and the superheroes returned to the Pride Lands, where everyone greeted them with applause and cheers. Simba became a beloved and respected leader, and everyone learned from his courage and dedication.